Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everybody's doing great out there. Listen, we're excited you're on tonight, and I want to remind everybody we're right here every Sunday evening, same place, same time. Listen, we're super excited to have you on tonight, and there's nothing I like more than seeing your smiling faces and coming together as a community to kind of jumpstart the week, right? That's what I love about this industry is every week, to me, is just a new beginning for whatever we want to make of it. And I'll tell you, we're doing some exciting things in RX right now. So many people each and every week are coming to the team, being a part of this, and for the people that are out like you, sharing what this could be. I loved it today. I was on the phone today with Bill Grady. Bill's out of Missouri. I was on a Zoom with him and a prospect today, and Bill said, you know, what I love is we just get to share here. It's not about selling. It's just sharing what we've got with people, you know, and letting them see if it's a benefit for them or not. So we've got a lineup for you tonight, okay? A lineup for you tonight. We got some people coming in from a real estate agent, very highly successful in that is building a business here with us. We got a business owner coming to you tonight that has operated a business for years and years, but having tremendous success here with RX. And we have someone that works in the SEC world, okay? SEC football, if anybody knows about that, it's just a little kind of a big deal. So, especially in the South. But we have somebody joining us tonight that's going to talk to you. And here's what I want you to know tonight. Hopefully you got a pen and piece of paper. I challenge you to have that. I challenge you to have your phone ready to take pictures of what's on the screen. We will post the recording. But here's the thing. Tonight, I want you to hear, first of all, stories. You know, I was listening today as I was self-developing for myself. I was listening to a doctor talk about when people listen, the backside of their brain really listens with emotion. And the front side of their brain really listens logically. And the first thing you think about buying something, right? The first thing when they sit you down in a new car and you're driving it, it's an emotional decision. Like it's the backside really latching on. You're making that, usually that buying decision based off emotion and not just fully logic. So tonight, here's what I want you to do. I want you to think and I want you to listen to the stories because stories are powerful. Stories create beliefs because it's real people having real results just like you, just like me. You're going to hear that tonight. You're going to hear stories about a powerful product. You're going to hear stories about somebody that has never done this industry before, that is here and having success. And then you're going to hear about somebody that is going to give you a game plan that we've been talking about to start the week, okay? How many of you want that game plan so that you can make this the best week ever for you, okay, for your business? I know we all do. I know I want that. So we're going to kick that off. But before we do, I want to kind of lay the groundwork. This week, I want to pull up this so you can take a picture of it. We'll also post it in RX Nation and also MOA Challenge. This week's flyer for our prospecting Zooms. We do them twice a day, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern. Here's the flyer. You see the color so you don't get it confused with the other colors that are out there. But the color this week is this, and it will be posted on MOA Challenge. It'll also be posted on RX Nation as soon as this call's over. And you are more than welcome to get your prospects on these Zooms. And remember, Tuesday night, we actually have two Zooms, one at 8 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern to get your guest on to. So, and again, Saturday is a training that Chris Doyle and his team does with Todd Rowland. Phenomenal time to get on Saturday morning. And then obviously Sunday right back here, same place, same time. So look for this flyer for this week. And then I got a funny for you, okay? So we're all in this kind of different time, right? Like we're all, I told somebody today, I said, for the first time in hundreds of years, we're sitting in a place where the world is feeling what we're feeling. And I saw this today, and I said, I got to show this to everybody. It's just humorous to me. So I'm going to show you this real quick. Just a little humor for Jim takes a moment to review his career choice. Does anybody find humor in that? So how many times have you been going through life and you're like, man, I need to revisit what I'm doing? That's really how I found this industry. And I wanted to kick off tonight by saying that it wasn't that I didn't love my career, but I was at a place. Did anybody find that humorous, or am I the only one? Okay. All right. I'm not great with jokes, so that's about as good as I get. But here's the thing. That was me. That was me almost a decade ago. Like, I loved education. I loved being a principal. I loved being an athletic director. But financially, like, I was not feeling it. And I started reevaluating, and then this industry popped up. And guys, over the course of not even a decade yet, like, it's just made a dramatic impact in my life. Not only financially, but my health. I'm in better shape, better health, truly better health today at 44 than I was at 36 when I joined the industry. Like, way better. But here's the thing. The people, my network, my community is way better. So I tell people every day, I said, there's no risk here, but there's huge reward if you get in it and you move. And that's what we're going to talk to you tonight about. So just kind of open your mind tonight. You know, your mind's like a parachute. It only works when it's open. Think about that now. How many of you has got on meetings and you hadn't been in the right frame of mind and you missed it? Or maybe you didn't resonate with the speaker and you let it miss an opportunity of growth. I challenge you tonight to not miss this opportunity of different people speaking, because it could add major value in your life. So we're going to kick it off first with Tracy Black. I want to share with you this. I didn't know Tracy. Tracy was a person that lives actually in my hometown. Tracy's very successful in the real estate world. He's a real estate person. He's a broker. He's had a lot of success. But he was invited to hear about RX. And he actually showed up at my home and he enrolled. And I'm not going to tell his story. But since Tracy's been on the scene, Tracy has rose through the ranks. And tonight he's coming to you from his home. And I just invited Tracy onto the call because I want you to hear his story and why he's doing RX right now, what he's excited about. So Tracy Black, thanks for being here. I'm going to turn it over to you, buddy.
Hey, Coach. Thank you so much. Man, it's so exciting. And we're living in exciting times. You know, a lot of people may think otherwise, but, you know, this week alone, bringing in 2 new promoters on Friday, it was so exhilarating. My wife and I were going over to TDA Trails walking when we got the call about the first promoter said, hey, let's do this. And, you know, looking back to February when the team started building, I like you said, I came to your house back in October, got enrolled, started using the product and the 5X original. That's the real deal, guys. I mean, it is an amazing product. I take it daily, 2 ounces morning, 2 ounces at night. And I've told people over and over that I've talked with on recruiting is, if I don't take that product in the morning before I go to the office by 10 or 11 o'clock, I know that I've forgotten to take it. It's that good. And it's just everything RX offers from an opportunity perspective to the products, some of the best in the world. There's countless stories out there. And another thing too, you know, I had somebody call me Friday night. I was like, how did you sign up 2 promoters? Well, you don't know how long we've been working on those promoters. This is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You know, I've been talking to both of those particular guys for a couple of months at least, and just trying to sell them on the vision, sell them on the ideal, because we're not direct sales. We are network. We are networking with everyone. And RX, you know, for what it's meant to my family, to be able to come in February alone, went from 2K to 10K to 20K. And that was an additional $5,000 from my family for that month. Now, maybe that's not a lot of money to some people, but that's an impactful amount to my family. And just to be able to have this opportunity to share the story with people, to show them that this is not some kind of scheme, it's not some kind of get rich quick. This is a genuine business, and it's like anything else. You're going to get out of it what you put into it. And, I'm so thankful that I came to your house that night. And I'm so thankful that RX is part of my family. And I just look forward to helping everyone on my team. When somebody comes in, we put this together when we first started our team, and we kind of call it the RX Bible. So we got step-by-step stuff and that, we're going to start team meeting and team buildings once we can start getting back together as groups and stuff. But that's what I tell everybody. We want you to be successful. We want your business to grow. So it's not all about me. It's got to be about we and team. And I think that's what RX stands for.
I love it, Tracy. Hey, real quick, just tell them just how important Limu Original was for you. Just a little brief story of the day I kind of dropped something off on the side of the road.
Yeah, so I had ran out. My auto ship was another week out, and my wife said, "Hey, call Coach and see if he's got a bottle. He may have a bottle he'll sell you." And so we were doing a show with the local football team and Mars Hill Bible School, which is in Florence. So I called Coach. I said, "Hey, where are you at right now?" I said, "I really need you to spot me a bottle of 5X till my auto ship comes in." And he said, "Well, I'm going to a meeting," but he said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to Mars Hill." He said, "I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll set you a bottle right there at the entrance of the school." Now, this is a Bible school, keep in mind. And so I turn off and I'm going into the entrance, and the field house is just right there on the right of the entrance. But he left the bottle of 5X sitting on the right. And it looked like a bottle of George Dickel's whiskey sitting there on the side of the road. I'm like, man, if the headmaster would see this, we would all be in trouble. But, got that bottle to my auto ship, and I'm telling you, 5X, it's the best.
Hey, thank you so much. Here's the thing, and one thing Tracy would say, and I just wanted you to hear, because there's somebody that's in the real estate world having success, joins this company, having success here, creating 2 income streams, loving the product, making a difference in his life. But now me and him's like brothers, like we talk every day. And you can't put a price tag on the people that's surrounding you and the new people that's coming into your life. And it was a funny story because I didn't sell it to him, by the way. I just dropped it on the side of the road, and he picked it up, and he's like, they probably think that's a bottle of whiskey laying there. But hey, just fun times and great stories, that'll last a lifetime. And it kind of brings me to the next point. Before I do, I want to share this with you. May the 2nd, okay? Somebody just reminded me. May the 2nd, which is this Saturday, you can go ahead and mark your calendar. There's going to be a major Super Saturday taking place virtually this Saturday, okay? And you're going to see more about this. This will be a lot of our team from Canada and some other people. Dr. Fred Cooper will be on this. Rick Redford, North America General Manager. There's going to be a special guest. We'll see who that is. But, tune in May the 2nd. That's this Saturday for that. I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that, kind of get the word out to your team, okay? So now we're going to move because Tracy had a major point that I want everybody to understand. Because you might be here tonight and you've just been in RX, all right? Or you might be here tonight and you've been in Limu. And remember, we're merging with RX, June the 1st, like we're going to be fully RX. And so for a lot of the RX reps, they hadn't quite yet grasped or got their hands on Limu 5X. Oh, but it's coming. It is coming. And for our Limu people, listen, it's powerful. It's going to make you feel better. And tonight I thought, I got to give kudos to Limu Original, Limu 5X. And who better to do this from a lady that, listen, She owns her own business. Okay? Highly, highly successful in her own business. But she came to this industry and she's been drinking Limu for the last over 14 years. So if you want to know what Limu's doing in somebody's body, what better person to ask than somebody who's been putting it in their body every day for the last 14 years. But not only that, she's used her story and the stories of others to build another stream of income with this company. She's helped thousands of people. Thousands of people have better health. Thousands of people to drive another income stream into her home. And she's somebody that's created hundreds of thousands of dollars with this side business. Okay? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. So tonight, pay attention. If you're in RX and you don't yet have Limu, it's coming very soon, and you can be really excited because it's coming with a power pack like that you're going to get to put in your body. And if you've been using Limu, you're in for a treat tonight, okay? So I want to bring her on right now, Pat Klepper. Pat, thank you for your leadership, and thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, Brent. I appreciate it. And I just want to tell everybody that you're going to be some of the healthiest people in the world. And I heard that from a very important person in my life, and it's my upline, and it was the founder of the Limu Company. When I first saw Limu, I just brought my husband from MD Anderson, where we'd been there for 5.5 months. But right before we went there, I heard about this Limu. He had a brain tumor, 7.0. We were also facing brain surgery. And I said, and I say we because it was we. So I heard about this, and because I'm a dance teacher by trade, I'm always looking for something healthy, because in order to dance, now I'm 72 years old, and I started this company, I started this business, and I was in my 60s. I'm almost 73. And so, you know, you had to be pretty gutsy to do something when you get old. But, you know, I just am that kind of person. So this lady introduced me to this Limu, and she said, it's going to help Mr. Klepper. It's going to help his tumors and blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, okay. So I ordered 3 cases, and I started giving my husband Limu. He had a 7.0 tumor, pituitary tumor. And next MRI, it had went down. Next MRI, it had went down. It went from a 7.0 to a 1.2. The doctor said, you know, I'd just be taking your money if I operated on him. And I said, well, I don't want you to operate on him. I want you to mess with that pituitary gland. So anyway, that was, I saw it in the MRIs. Science don't lie. So I was called to this place where one of my friends had a very robust business in Texarkana, Texas. And I was giving her a little, you know, promotion or a little demonstration about Limu. And back then it wasn't 5, but it still was awesome. Now we have 5 times stronger. So the lady sitting behind the desk started crying, and I said, what, did I say something wrong? And she said, no, God sent you. She said, because I'm facing dialysis. She said, do you think this Limu will help me? And I said, well, you know what? Let's just drink it and tell. So you want to zone in on trying to kick that immune system back in as fast as you can, because I'm just that kind of person. I want it yesterday. So I said, let's order you 3 cases. Let's get 2 cases in you as fast as we can. Let's see when is your next numbers. And she told me, and I said, let's just see. She said that she had 1 functioning kidney, because the other one had died years ago because of repeated infections that she had. And she said her creatine level was 3.7. So she was looking at dialysis. She said, I had tried diets, I had tried chelation therapy, I had tried herbs, I had tried everything, but nothing worked. But she said, I wanted to try this Limu. So we saturated her. Her doctor called her, and he said, Melinda, I've got something to tell you. Your numbers are better. what are you doing? She said, I'm drinking this seaweed. And he said, well, keep doing it. Now I want to tell y'all that was 10 years ago. She went back in 8 weeks, and then that's when he told her to keep trying. And she told me that, let's see, 2 months after that, her numbers was normal. This is 10 years later. Her numbers are still normal. Her cholesterol is better. Her arthritis is better. Her blood pressure is normal. She's normal. Her body is balanced because she gave it the right nutrition to boost that immune system naturally. And that's what you've got your hands on with Limu X5. We call this, let me tell you what we call it. We call it liquid gold because, you know, I just say drink it. Well, I've got this wrong when we drink it. Well, drink it. And we have helped thousands of people. And it's the gift from the sea is what the company calls it. You want to know how long they've been using it? Well, how about 3,000 years old? Because the people in Tonga have been eating the seaweed for their health for 3,000 years, and they don't have the problems we have with our terrible diets in America. When you drink this bottle, and every time I give somebody a little sample, I say, what you're drinking is over 70 vitamins, minerals, nutrients, glyconutrients, polyphenols, antioxidants, and polysaccharides. That's going to balance your body. And I said, but it's got a super nutrient in it. And I just looked on PubMed.gov today, and it was 1,964 third-party scientific studies on just one of the nutrients in here. We have over 70. I think it's 77, but I'm going to say over 70. But on one of them, which is our Fouquitin, is over 1,964 studies. Now, let me tell you what that is. I have a scientist on my team, and she said in order to get in PubMed.gov, 3 scientists have to come to the same conclusion. So if you want to really look at it, the way a blind would look at it, that's 5,892 studies. That's pretty good on one nutrient. Well, you know, I've challenged doctors. I've challenged druggists. I've challenged nurses. I said, you're all into science? I said, I can prove it in science. And so I sent them to PubMed.gov. And it has in there science. It has anti-cancer science, anti-tumor science, antiviral science, anti-inflammatory science, and that's huge to me, antibacteria science. All of that is in PubMed.gov. And when you take something liquid into your body, first thing, you just put it in your mouth and just hold it under your tongue till it gets warm. And the scientist tells me that it just goes right into your bloodstream. As you swallow it slowly, the scientist, I spoke to Belinda, and I really caught him in the elevator, and he said as it goes down your esophagus, if you'll just do it slowly, it will soak into your skin, to the skin. So I thought that was awesome. So number one, anything that is liquid is 10 times more effective than pills. And this Fouquitin is 4 times more powerful than curcumin, and it is 9 times more powerful than resveratrol. Both of those has huge science on it. Oh, goodness. Hang on just a minute. Oh,
I got you.
Here we go. So the scientists tell us that the Fouquitin, that the only thing that they could get it even similar to was, the power of it was human breast milk. And we know as mothers how important it is to give that to our babies and kick that immune system off. So that's how awesome this Fouquitin is that's in there. It's not a miracle, but it is a science. It's not a medicine, but it is a food. So what I'm telling you is going to balance your body with no side effects. One of the reports says it is toxin-free, chemical-free, and cold processed. That's huge. And if you can eat, you can drink Limu. 95% of all nutrients that your body needs is found in seawater. So what I want to tell you about this is in every one of the Limu products. It starts off, our Blue Frog starts off with this. Our burn starts off with our Limu. Our everything we got, our Limu Lean. And you know, Brent, I'm going to tell you, when the company gave us these 20 reasons, you know, when it says a cardiovascular, that's your heart health, immune system, gastrointestinal health, blood pressure. How many people do you know with high blood pressure? Liver functions. I can tell you a great story on a liver a patient that just got good nutrition in his body. So with all of the products that we have, with all of the science behind Limu, with all of the greens, you know, I don't eat that much greens, but I'm so excited about the giving greens because I'm eating my greens my mama would turn over in her grave. But I just want to tell y'all tonight, Liquid Gold, a gift of the sea. When you drink this, it goes right into your bloodstream. Now the company says 90 days. Give it 90 days. I tell my people, write everything that's wrong with you down. Fold it up, put it in a drawer. 90 days later, after you've drank this, in the morning 2 ounces, in the afternoon 2 ounces, unless you got something wrong and you need to drink more. So how much can you drink? As much as you want. You know, one time somebody come to my house and was sick, and I promise you, I drank a whole bottle in one day. I said, I don't want that mess. I just wanted to make sure. So, I mean, I just put it in a little wine glass and sip on it. So, where was I telling you? Yes, we don't treat or diagnose or cure anything. I just told you it's a food, not a medicine. And it's not a miracle, it's science. So, you know, that's just what it is. But I'm going to tell y'all today, you put this in your body. Oh yes, the nurses say 90 days. No, the company says 90 days, but the nurses say 120 days. Drink it for 120 days. It's in every organ of your body. And then you go to that drawer and you pull out what's wrong, and you're going to say, this is gone, that's gone, this gone, that's gone. I challenge you. I challenge you to be good to yourself. I challenge you to get you some Limu and write down and do just what I told you. Brent, that's all I have to say. Thank you for asking me to be here. I love each and every one of y'all. I wish each and every one of y'all great health.
Pat, thank you so much. And I'll tell you this, if you can't listen to Pat and go, she's passionate about some Limu Original. But here's somebody that thousands of people in her life have benefited from this. Like, she's watched it with her own eyes. You know, stories are powerful, right? They speak a million words, and she's watched the befores and afters. You know, no, we're not diagnosing. We're not claiming it's cured anything. But here's what we're claiming to do. If you want to talk about a claim, like, there's so many people out there, and I got this. There's so many people out there, and I got this from a wise lady called, and her name was Pat Clipper. You just heard her. And I wrote this down the other day on the phone, and I've talked with people about it. It really hit home. She said 4 things if you're taking notes. How many people do we pass every day that they're saying one of these 4 things? Number 1, my medicines are not working anymore like they used to. Number 2, I just don't have enough energy. Man, I just don't have enough energy like I used to. Number 3, I need to lose some weight. I need to lose some weight. Number 4, I'm struggling financially. I need some more money into my home. 4 things. Pat says, I go around and I'm a purveyor of hope for people. When I hear people tell me one of those 4 things, then I have to tell them about this amazing opportunity. I have to show them what I have. Because I got something that if they give it some time, it's going to add value in their life. I took that, I wrote it down, I'll always use it, Pat. Her passion's there, her heart's there. And people always want to go, how is she building a business? She's leading with her heart. She's leading with her passion. So, thank you so much, Pat. Inspired me tonight. So now, how do we put it all together? How do we put it all together this week and go grow a business this week. See, I believe people ask me all the time, you know, Brent, how have you grown a business? How have you done this consistently for almost a decade? Because I believe, how do you eat an elephant? If you had to eat an elephant, that might be kind of gross to you tonight, but listen, you would eat it how? One bite at a time. You wouldn't try to eat the whole thing at one time, one bite at a time. How do you build a business here? One day at a time, 1 week at a time. So many people get caught up 6 months down the road. What's it going to be like in 6 months? What's it going to be like in 2 months? What's it going to be like in a month? How about focusing in on tomorrow? How about focusing in on this coming up week and build your business one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and have a vision, like Pat said, put your problems in a drawer for 120 days, for 90 days, 120 days. Go tonight and put your problems in a drawer and then do something consistently. Take the products consistently. Work the business consistently. And then pull your problems out at the end of 90 or 120 days. I promise you, if you don't lie to yourself, if I don't lie to myself, I will chip away at those problems with this opportunity. And tonight, we're going to give you the game plan. And I want to challenge you to do something. Some of you are going to look at this game plan and you're going to say, wait a minute. They just told me that last week. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Have the open mind to learn right here. Because raise your hand, and it's okay, but raise your hand. Sure, you might be here for the products, here for the help, here for the science. But let's be honest. How many of you are here to make money too? Is it okay? I'm raising my hand. So in the chat tonight, we're going to give you a game plan that an 8-year-old can do. An 8-year-old can do. But I want to challenge you, and that's why I'm putting so much emphasis on it. Hopefully you'll hear my passion. But the problem is the things in life that are so simple to do, they're so easy to do. Somebody's going to say it in the chat section. They're also easy not to do. 10 push-ups a day can transform your strength. It's not that hard. It's easy to do, but it's also easy to slip up and not do it. What we're going to give you tonight is an easy recipe, but you got to have an accountability partner. I challenge you tonight, what we give you, find somebody that is an accountability partner to you and send them what we're going to give you tonight. Like don't just keep it to yourself. Find somebody that you can run 2 by 2 with and go, listen, I want to show you what I've done. I want to give it to you. I want to take a picture with my phone and I want to text it to you where you know you got it, okay? Where I know I sent it to somebody. Everybody follow me on that? And it's going to be so easy. Some of you's got 8-year-olds. An 8-year-old could do it. So here it goes, okay? Before I bring on Coach Myra Miles, I'm going to show this to you, okay? Coach, are you okay if I do it in that direction? I guess so. We just started. All right. Listen, and Coach, I'm going to bring you on any point you want to start talking, okay? Look at this. Take a picture of this, and everybody can do this week. I'm going to talk directly to Tracy Black right now. Tracy Black can make a top 10 list tonight before he goes to bed. And I want to tell you how he's going to do it. He's going to base it around 4 things. And I just gave them to you. And they were given to me by Pat Klepper. Number 1, who have you heard recently talk about their medicines are just not working. They just don't feel good anymore. Number 2, they don't have enough energy. They look sluggish. Number 3, they need to lose weight. They've talked about it. Number 4, they've talked about making money. Who comes to mind? Put them on a list tonight with their cell phone number. Write it down. Number 2, we're going to show you how to create a 20-second invite video, a 20 to 25-second invite video. And let me tell you about this invite video. Well, I'll tell you about that in a second. Step 3, okay, a 2-on-1 Zoom. Me and Bill Grady did one today. I did several today. And in step 4, funneling them from that to a big prospecting Zoom that we do twice a day. How many of you does that seem simple enough? Show of hands. Okay, 4 steps right here. 4 steps. Okay, I'm going to go back to Coach. So Coach Meyer, I want you to go ahead before we show your video. I've got a video of a 25-second video from Coach Myra Miles. Coach, let me just go ahead. I know you're starting to not need an introduction because you've been on a lot of things. Coach is an assistant to the head football coach at the University of Tennessee. She's never done this industry before. She came onto the scene and she's making a huge, huge splash. Like she's building teams. She's leading by example, but she's doing exactly what Tracy Black said. She's going and getting it. She's going after it. Like she's not waiting. She's attacking it like she would be if she was a head coach or whatever in life. But here's the thing, 25-second video. Coach, I want you to add to this, but the first thing I wanted to say about the video you did is we're living in a time today where everybody we're embracing this coronavirus, this thing together, like everybody's here. So you capitalized on that moment by saying, I'm just going to make a fun little, just very basic video and invite. So will you kind of add to that before I show your video?
Yeah, sure. Listen, guys, it's real easy, but I do want to say something that Tracy said that I always try to make sure everybody understands. This is definitely a marathon. It is not a sprint. And I am a perfect example of that. Sure, I would love to have 25 or 30 people right now, but I don't. But it hasn't discouraged me. What I do is I continue to try to watch and listen from everybody else on these Zooms to learn different ways. Well, it just dawned on me, I believe it was last week maybe or 2 weeks ago. I do remember with my background, what is the one thing that people are really addicted to? It's video. People want to watch video. They want to watch short clips. I know in my world right now, we signed the top player in the state of Alabama at the University of Tennessee. Well, it's made everybody so mad they can't see straight, but the video clips of this cat is unbelievable. If you watch them, they're 10 to 15 seconds, but that's what grabs people's attention. So I just started thinking about, I'm going to pitch this, but also at the same time, I didn't want to spit out exactly what it was that I want to talk to them about. I wanted that to be a little bit of a, oh, what's Myra doing? What's going on? And I just simply said, just kind of see what's going on in my world. The first one that I did a couple of weeks ago. Well, I did this one this afternoon that's a little different, but I pulled in the pandemic thing and I kind of made a little funny about it. But the one thing that I do want to say, once you send these videos, the people that I sent this to, my first one out a week or so ago, and I always ended with, if you're interested, I'd love to send you a link either by text or email. And if I didn't hear back from them, well, guess what? They're going to get another one from me this week. Now, if I don't hear back from them this time, I might maybe wait a month before I send them another video. But I think you have to be persistent professionally. And that's kind of, you just have to do that. Don't give up on people. Thank God Brent did not give up on me. And, but you'll see the difference. Well, if you saw the one from a couple of weeks ago, and there's a little bitty difference this time, but you got to have fun with it. You got to put a hook in it to try to want to hook them to come and see what it is that you're doing and invite just to listen. So I hope that kind of helps.
That's perfect. That's perfect, Coach. And here's the thing. She did one last week. She funneled them to a Zoom. We did the Zoom together. She had people enrolled. Okay. There were some people that she funneled to the bigger Zoom once they watched that one. So here's the thing. It's just a little merry-go-round that she's got working. It's just it's going back to the 4 bases. It's 4 bases. And so I want you to see just how natural this video is, and any of you can do it, and it's just right from your phone. So hold on, Aunt. If we could back up to her list. So you got to have 2 things. You got to have a list, and you got to have a time that you're going to do a Zoom, right? So she's got her prospect list. That was it from today. And then she's got she did a flyer up for her Zoom for Thursday night. So maybe we can show that. I just want everybody to see. I want everybody to see how simple this is. So there's her Zoom. So she's going to do a Zoom on Thursday at 7 p.m. And that's her meeting ID number. So she's got that. Okay. Again, we're showing you how to build a business from home, right? Right. We're all at home. Okay. Andrea, if you wouldn't mind, if you'd go to her video now. Can't hear it, Andrea.
Hey everybody, listen, I just wanted to send you a quick update about what I've got going on right now. Got a little side gig going during this pandemic, and it's going really, really good for me. I want to share this information with you too. I've got a Zoom call set up for 7 p.m. Central Thursday evening. Please let me know if I can send you a text or an email with the link. Would love to see you Thursday evening. Have a great day.
Here's the thing, short, like 20 seconds, okay? She didn't go a minute long. It was 20 seconds. We're going to play it again for you, okay? Play it again for you. If you need to, take out your phone and record it, okay? Here's the thing. Again, she's thinking, please, we are business owners. Like, we own our own business. We can think for ourselves. She's thinking out of the box to build curiosity, to get butts in the seat for a Zoom. So here it goes again.
Hey everybody, listen, I just wanted to send you a quick update about what I've got going on right now. Got a little side gig going during this pandemic, and it's going really, really good for me. I want to share this information with you too. I've got a Zoom call set up for 7 p.m. Central Thursday evening. Please let me know if I can send you a text or an email with the link. Would love to see you Thursday evening. Have a great day.
So here's the thing I want to say before I bring Coach on for any final thoughts. There's going to be 2 top people tonight that get off this Zoom. Everybody, raise your hand if that seems simple to you. I mean, that's a pretty simple video. So there's going to be people that we all agree it's simple. There's going to be people that go, but what if? What if they don't have Zoom? What if? And then there's going to be people that go, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You know, I'm going to make my list tonight. I'm going to make me a quick video. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to start sending that out. I'm going to set me a Zoom up with an upline of mine that knows how to do Zoom. And we're just going to get on and share our story. And while we're doing this, if we've got a little PowerPoint presentation, we'll share that. If you don't know how to do if you don't have a PowerPoint presentation, reach out to Andrea Rosser. She'll share ours with you, okay, so that you've got one. All right? Reach out to Todd Rudd. I mean, you reach out to people to get a PowerPoint presentation to do on a Zoom. You don't have to do that, but if you want one, Andrea Rosser will give you ours. Just reach out to her on Facebook, or if you've got her number. But here's the thing. Just do it. Myra, are you better this week than you were last week? She just tried it. She's like, everybody's home. I'm going to build their curiosity, and I'm just going to see if it works. Guess what? She had over 40 people on her Zoom last week. People enrolled. Customers, reps, people enrolled. So guess what she did this week? Did it again.
Same thing.
Same thing. So, Coach, have you got anything to add to that?
No, just, this is as complicated as you want to make it. It's very simple. In coaching, I always had a philosophy. It's called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And this is a very simple way to grow your business and just connect. And again, what's the worst thing that's going to happen to you? You don't hear from somebody or they tell you no. But you know what? You go back to the no's in about a month or two. So it's that easy. And again, I'm glad to help anybody at any time.
Coach, thank you so much. And I want to flip it because some people's reached out to Coach Myra and they're like, hey, can I have the video? Can I see the video? So, Coach, do you care? Would you care if we posted this video on RX Nation?
No, I don't care.
We'll post the video
on one person. It's good.
Yeah, we'll post that video on RX Nation. But I want to flip it over to Dr. Crystal Vance. Dr. Crystal Vance, you saw this last week. Here's what I love about leaders. Great leaders, they steal from other great people. Right? Like we're thieves. We're thieves.
Totally.
We will steal great things. And we're going to give you credit once, and then it becomes ours. Like I did it after that. I'm kidding. So not really. But Dr. Crystal Vance got this from, and she immediately went, bam, this is something I need to implement. Dr. Crystal Vance, thanks for joining us. I just wanted you to share like what's going on inside of your team by implementing this little tweak.
Yeah. Well, some smart guy this one time said, if you do something, something happens. I think I said it. I think, because I'm totally stealing it. So now I have said my whole life that when you do something, something happens. And guess what? It's truth. No. And by the way, Myra, I'm really glad that you approved that we could post that, because I already did inside of our station a few minutes ago. I was like, with the script from the first video, because that's what I did. So what I did is I went back to my team and I was like, this could not get any more simple. Like, it was like, oh my God, we've been making this way too difficult. And what Myra did was make it as simple as it could humanly be. And the only reason you would not cut your own video and send it to your own people is that you are worried about judgment. So this is really industries. It is going to reveal yourself. Heck not, because you're worried about somebody else and what their opinion is, and why I don't know, because they don't pay your bills.
No.
So I'm like, look, I'm gonna encourage my team. I'm gonna come straight talk at them. Here comes Crystal, straight talk, and just basically get in your face as a coach and go, why aren't you doing this? So all of a sudden, cream winners rise up when you challenge them. And they did. And all of a sudden, I'm like, who this week is sending out this video? How many people can you send it to? Because if she sent it to 100 people, got 40 people on a video, 10% are at least going to do something. Your business just grew by 10% this week. And so all of a sudden, everybody is sending in their videos. Now, I'm going to give you one tip, because I'm seeing something from these videos. And this is it. When you cut your video, you cannot do it with your phone voice. And you know what I'm talking about. Hi, this is Dr. Crystal. How are you? That does not fly. That is not real. And they will not watch the rest of the video. So that's how I answer it when I see that it's somebody, right? Hey, Dr. Crystal, how are you? And then when my sister calls, I'm like, hey, what's up? You need to do that video with, hey, what's up voice. Because then that video is, you're just not sending it to 100 people. You don't want them to feel like they're one of 100. You want them to feel like you're sending this video and they meant so much to you that you cut this video specifically for them, that a text wasn't good enough, that you wanted them to hear the music in your voice. You wanted them to hear the excitement. They wanted to see the lights, the glisten in your eye. And I am telling you, that is what made that work for Myra. She bellied up, belly to belly. Instead of picking up the phone, she made a different connection. She kept it short and sweet. And I love it. Like the things that she said in that first video, and the second video is great too. But your words matter. And so she just offered it like it's a gift. And she said, and it's working for me, which challenges a winner. Well, if it's working for her, it could probably work for me, right? She challenged them because that's what a coach does. And then she said, and she left a hook, right? If you're gonna, this is what we call chumming. If you're gonna chum, you better have good bait. She threw out the bait. It's working for me. It might work for you. It's what I'm doing. If you want the information, I'll send you the link. She made them make a decision. Yes, I want the information. And they had to come to her. And now she. I am super excited. Cut your video. Send it to the person that is going to go on the Zoom with you. So you've got to have that Zoom scheduled before you cut your video. And then just real quick, cut it. Don't make it a script. It has to sound like you are literally calling them and going, hey, Sarah, I'm so excited about this. It's really working for me. I really want to get you on this. I hope that stuff helps. I hope that you will get out of your way, and I hope that you'll stop caring what other people think, because if you send it, somebody will listen. Mm-hmm. If you don't, nobody will.
That's great. Thank you so much. And here's the thing, both so on point, and don't recreate, okay? Like, this video is not meant to go put on Facebook and share it with the world, or like put it in a group text and send it out to 100 people. This is individual, like individual text, sending it out. It's authentic, it's unique. Coach Myra?
Yeah, this is the last thing I want to say. Just I want to address it because I'm getting it a lot privately on the chat tonight. Is number one, yes, do your own version. And then number two, only send to individuals. Don't send out group text. I mean, that's what works for me. And then just copy and paste your video, just, you know, and you may want to just, I put today on the ones I sent out, happy Sunday. And then I just copied and pasted my video and sent it just time after time after time. Sent about 25 today just to people in Tennessee. So, yeah, just do them one at a time. Copy and paste the video that you make and just make it you. Just keep it real. I could not agree with Dr. Crystal Moore in that be authentic, be who you are all the time.
And guys, we just, you know, we wanted to take time tonight. I hope you understand that, because we're growing leaps and bounds in this company. I was telling somebody today, we're up over 30-something%, like 38% of over last month, in a time where the world is shut down. Okay? I couldn't tell you, there is truly not a better time to be getting the word out about what we're doing. And so if you utilize this today, we're just giving you a tool to be able to go out and pique interest of people, to draw them a little closer, because it is a process. It's not an event. This is going to help you this week. How many of you are all in for doing it this week as we close the call? Because I got one more thing to share with you, but I want you to actually type in the chat, like, Brent Palmer is all in. I will do my 10. Will you do your 10? That's the first, you got to take that step. Like Dr. Crystal Vance said, when you do something, something happens. But you first got to make the step and say, I will do it this week. And if you're not willing to step out and say, I will, then you're probably not going to. So I'm challenging you to step out and make the commitment to do it and go, I'm all in. I'm going to do this week. Dr. Crystal Vance, you were about to say something. I want to make sure if you had another comment.
Well, it's what you said, and I think it was probably the secret golden nugget of the night when Myra said, I went out and made it happen. There are 10Ks on here. There are 20Ks on here. There are 100Ks on here, 200, 300Ks on here. You have a team. You can turn around and you need to pick up your phone and lead and call the people on your team and say, when's your Zoom this week? When can I help you? Like, make it happen. Because sometimes it's hard to put your hand up and ask a leader for help. And we're not too good to reach down and say, can I help you? And if they say no, then that's okay. But at least ask them.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And listen, and we're here for you. We want to help. That's why we're doing this tonight. That's why I hope this added value to you tonight to use, okay? Because there's nothing more I want to see and these other leaders want to see than you taking this and it growing your business for you and for your family so that you can be blessed like we are, and that we're getting this. We're going after this, and we want you to as well. Last thing I'm going to share with you, okay? Tomorrow night, I'm going to put this flyer up for you to take a picture. If you're a Limu RX rep, I'm going to have a special call tomorrow night. There's a special announcement. I'll be so glad for June the 1st, all right? We're all RX. But tomorrow night, we've got a special announcement for the Limu RX representatives at 8 p.m. Central Time Zone. So just mark your calendar. We will build for that. We're going to start sending this out, but make sure that you and your team, you do not want to miss this call if you're a Limu RX rep or your team. So get everybody on you can. Guys, as we wrap up tonight, know this. Like I said before, you're here tonight because you want to win. You don't get on a Zoom at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. some places. You don't get on a Zoom just because you're just wanting to get on and you're bored. You're here for a reason. And I can tell you, we all were put on this earth to thrive, not to survive. And what we're doing right here is we found an opportunity that we're going to do, and we're going to impact lives for years and years to come. It's a movement. It's a movement. And I could not be more grateful to be involved in this movement with you. So thank you for your time. I value you. I value your time on here. And tonight, I hope it added major value. Major value for your team. And for all the leaders that spoke, thank you. Thank you for your servant-driven leadership. God bless everybody. Have a great Sunday night, and let's rock this week.
Great call, Brent.